all my quilting and crafting friends. Oh, I got a visitor coming up here. Yes, I do. How's everybody doing today? Well, the Rob here, the fluffy dog dad, is doing okay. You might notice things are a little bit different here in my little home. I removed the blackout from behind, so I have an open window now. I know that's very bright like that, so I have to keep the shade down. The reason why I've done that is to allow a little extra light into the man cave here. The sun is now at a point where it's like directly overhead and just a little bit south of me, so it's a little bit, it's not as intense as it was in the middle of summer, and I just needed a little extra light, and by having this that I can open gives me that little bit of extra light so I can see what I'm doing. So the purpose of today's video is I received this happy mail, and I'm going to unbox it and show you what I have. Now, y'all know I don't do a lot of shopping. Whatever I do shop, it's online, and I really do like to support small businesses and fellow creators whenever I can. And a friend and subscriber and somebody that I'm subscribed to recently opened their own store, and what this creator started to sell was something that it was kind of intriguing to me. So let's get into this. I'm going to get my scissors. Rocco, you're digging into me with your claws. Let me get into this and cut it open, and I'll show you what I have. Alright, so that's open now. Let's see, what do I have here? Ooh, green tissue paper. Green and yellow tissue paper. That's such a pretty color combination. Kind of a pastel green and a pastel yellow. Really a very pretty Easter color. So here's what I purchased. Let's have a look and see. Alright, so I'm sure quite a few of you are familiar with Donnell from Donnell Stitchery, and she recently released something in her store that kind of intrigued me, and I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. And when I ordered this particular piece, I just said, surprise me with the color. I gave her basically two colors that I would like to have, and I said, but surprise me. So it looks like she did surprise me. I had asked for either lavender or lime green, and this is what I have. It is a roller for your binding, and I just happen to have a little bit of extra binding here from my stained glass quilt that's living comfortably behind me. So we have this, it's a holder for binding, and I really like that idea. So just stick your binding in the little slot here and just start rolling it around. Now, the reason why this intrigued me so much is since I live here in Florida, it's very hot, it's very humid, and in the past I've always used toilet paper rollers to roll my binding on. Well, you know, toilet paper rollers are made out of cardboard. They don't fare very well in humid conditions, and so I would use them, and if I didn't use that binding right away, the cardboard tubes would kind of get saturated with humidity and they'd fall apart, and my binding would just kind of go off the cardboard roller. So when I saw this from Donnell Stitchery, I said, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. I did purchase this out of my own funds. I It's not anything that was sent to me for review. It's not sponsored. I paid for this myself because I really wanted something a little bit different than toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls. So you've got a little slot on the top that you can put your end, hold it in place, or you could probably use a pin or a clip as well. It has holes on either side that you can stick on your machine on one of the spool holders. So yeah, I thought it was a very intriguing idea, and I really wanted to give it a try. And again, I do like to support small businesses and fellow creators. So yeah, I saw it and I'm like, you know what? I've had enough with toilet paper rolls. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. This was with shipping. It was $15.60. It is 3D printed. You got your holes here on either side that you can put on your spool holder on your machine to hold it. You've got your slot here that your end of your binding goes in. Just kind of hold it in place, and then you can just start wrapping it. Now I'm quite impressed with this. Now I'm sure that there are other types out there that are similar, but again, like I said, I would like to help support the small businesses and fellow creators. So after you wrap it, you've got this little slot here on the top where you can feed that through and it'll hold your binding in place. Now I didn't roll this all the way. I'm just showing, for example, you got this little slot that you can stick the edge of your binding in and it'll hold it right there in place until you're ready to use it. This is a pretty cool idea. I like this. And I'm glad she surprised me with the color. I just suggested that I would like to either have lavender or lime green. Well, I got my lime green. You can tell I like green. It kind of matches my shirt here a little bit. So yeah, pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. You know, for $15, which includes the $15.60, which includes the shipping, it's not too bad for something this substantial. It's not super heavy, but it's solid. It's not going to go anywhere. I wouldn't run over this with my car tire or anything like that, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's solid. You kind of drop it down on your surface here, and it's solid. I don't think it's going to break. It would take quite a bit of pressure or anything to break this. Yeah, I really like this. I may have to break down and buy maybe another one so I can get my bindings off the paper towel or toilet tissue rolls. So that's about all for today. I've been enjoying the somewhat cooler temperatures we've been having here in Central Florida. I mean, it's not by any means cold, but it's not been 95, 96 degrees the last week or so. It's been upper 80s, very low 90s, and with quite a bit of clouds and very little rain. We haven't had much rain in the last week, but it's been pretty cloudy, so that really helps keep those temperatures moderated, and it's a little bit more comfortable here in the man cave. And I'm enjoying my new TV and being able to watch regular TV once again is quite the treat, because I actually haven't had. I've had a TV, but when that one got nuked in the thunderstorm, I hadn't really watched much TV previous to that, because the TV that I had was not great. It didn't get good reception even with having an antenna. So having a good TV that gets good reception, and it's a Roku TV, so I have other channels besides over-the-air channels to watch. So I've been enjoying that quite a bit, being able to see something on other than a computer monitor. You know, I have really slacked off a little bit, and to my fellow creators who I watch and regularly, I'm sorry I haven't been watching that many quilting videos lately. I needed a little bit of a break from watching so many videos, and I've been trying to straighten up my little man cave here a little bit. Been sorting through a bunch of things. I'm currently going through a bunch of old clothes and to get together and donate to the one of the homeless shelters here in Tampa, and just trying to get my life in order. I just really let things go quite a bit with while I was working on this, my stained glass quilt behind me here, if you haven't seen it. I kind of let things go a little bit and let things get a little unorganized, let's put it that way, and I didn't do much outside in the garden this last month, so it needs a good chop down with the weed whacker. And poor boys here, they haven't been getting all the love and the attention that they're used to. Have you, Mr. Rocco? Come here. Come here. Come say hello. Come here. There he is. Here's my big Rocco boy. Okay. The wild child. Come here. Come here. Oh, you big galoot. You big galoot. Yeah. He's the wild child. You've seen him in other videos that I've had. He kind of just makes his way up and he gets into the videos whether I want him to be in there or not. So I think this is a solid 10. Thank you, Donnell, for getting this shipped out to me so quickly. And for the price, yeah, I don't think you can beat it. Yeah, there might be other things that are similar to this, but remember, when you buy from Donnell Stitchery, you're supporting a small business and a fellow creator. So, alright, well, I am going to say hasta la bye-bye for right now. Y'all have the best day ever, and I will see you very soon. I don't know what I'm going to be working on next, other than at our Quilt Guild meeting this past weekend, we were all challenged to make a charity quilt, and Lord knows I have enough fabric and enough scraps and everything that I should be able to make something. And they want that charity quilt completed for our December meeting. So that's basically 2 months to knock something off. Dog hair is making me itch. So I'm probably going to be working on a charity quilt. And that's about all here in the man cave. So I want y'all just to have the best day ever. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, stay creative, and just be blessed and be you. All right, I will see you again soon. I am gone. Bye-bye for now. Whoosh.